Stoic men in today's society are the ones that have big dick energy. Now, I say this not to be crude in any way, but I say this for your guys' understanding of how we as women perceive a man who can not only understand his emotions, but use his emotions as fuel towards a greater purpose. To not get lost in the depths of emotion where no man can ever survive. However, he can go into the depths of his emotions and coming out a new man. Now, how does he do this? By using everything that happens outside of him to allow himself to further gather information about who he is through his emotional states. But rather falling victim to what is, he turns whatever is, circumstances, situations, for his very own development towards his self-mastery. Now, you can't lie, that is an attractive quality not only within men but women, to have emotional regulation. Is this easy? Absolutely not. I mean, me being a woman, it's not easy to have a level of security around your emotional states. However, it's different for a man. You being a man, you have a responsibility in how you use your emotions. Men in our society today that are walking around with depression, anxiety, zero purpose, zero drive, zero motivation, these are the ones that are affected by their state of mind, their thoughts, their outside world, showing them a reflection of where they themselves are entrapping who they are. Now, the difference between a stoic man and an alpha man, I feel like are very different. Stoicism is a quiet confidence. Alpha males have a very powerful dominance to how they are perceived and how they want to be perceived. A stoic man could care less if a person sees him for who he is or not. He knows who he is. His wisdom has been found from within, not from what another person has validated within himself. Now, I do feel like sometimes a man who is more so in the alpha male role, who wants to be seen, shown, respected, is very dominant in his stance. There's a level of actually not having power within himself. Now, I say this because power really does come from the gentlest of touch. And if you are forcing your ideals in a way that is creating a demand that another person must respect you, it is because there is an area within himself that he has not accessed or allowed himself to experience for himself alone. When we are exuding too much dominance in the world, it comes because we are not believing in our very own truth, who we are, or perhaps the self-confidence that we put on as a mask. So we need a person to see us through what we are giving off, and if not, there is an issue that creates a downfall of an emotion being anger, disruption of oneself, that will shatter a man's frame of existence due to the very fact that he is not solid. He has not built a foundation for him to walk upon. It's really easy to talk the talk, but the difference is, can you walk your walk? Can you say things, but also back it up with action? Action that comes from silent action even. The action that happens when you're alone in your room, doing the self-development work, regulating your emotions with yourself, being able to understand your circumstances were there to get you to where you need to be, and not to make you feel less than, ashamed. I can tell you this, that everything in your life now has happened for your betterment, to actually serve you as a man by seeing the contrast of what this world can offer you, the contrast of what you are not wanting to see, not wanting to be treated, or shown the ways that you do not want to be treated by other people, and putting up specific boundaries that will actually bring a level of natural respect to you, and not engaging in turbulence. When we jump into a sea that's a storm, it would be quite stupid to think that you would not drown within the waves of what that ocean is. Same goes for men who jump into not only a woman's emotions, but his own emotions without any life vest, jumping in to save the day. Although saving the day could be the very thing that your ego is wanting you to do, but is actually allowing you to plummet to your very own death. And sometimes you need to die to be reborn again in this world. Not die in the way of actually killing yourself. I mean going to war with the areas of your life that is creating havoc within all these areas. Going to war with yourself and not the outside world, because the outside world is just a reflection of what you are believing in within yourself. This is a Stoic principle. Having courage throughout the day to be able to own up for how life is. What part have you had in it? And what are you going to do to breed a new way? Stoicism isn't loud. It really isn't. Stoicism is secure and it's solid. And it doesn't need another person's validation in order for a man or a woman to proceed forward on a new path. They're the lone wolf that has had to make a new way for survival. Sometimes we think being in a pack means that we are safe, we are protected, we have confirmation in who we are due to the very reflection of the very things that surround us. However, you need to be very cautious about who you let in to your circle, for they are the ones that have the greatest impact on your mental state if you allow it. However, a lot of people unconsciously allow things that disrupt them in a way that creates a level of insecurity within them due to the very fact that they're not confident in their very own voice, standards, perceptions, boundaries. Now, back to my first point. A man with Stoic energy has big dick energy. Why? Because he has actually nothing to show. And I say this in a way that he's not boasting himself up, in a way that's inflating his ego or his wounds to make himself feel better and seen by the people who perhaps in the past did not see him for him. There's nothing to show in regards to he has been shown his way. And he doesn't need another person to validate him in the ways that he is existing. He has found purpose within it, purpose within his silence, putting his head down and getting to work. And not needing an audience around him to applaud him. He's fine with or without it. It doesn't matter to him. Same goes for being in a relationship or out of a relationship. It doesn't make him feel less than a man when he has a woman next to him or if he's alone walking the street. He has the same level of confidence, sometimes that the alpha males get confused with. They're the ones that always need arm candy, always need a pretty woman next to them to validate them in their very own attraction or what they can provide. Meanwhile, the Stoic man could care less. He desires value within who he lets in his life. And if there is no value being provided, a lot of people depend on another person's emotions to validate them that come and go and that aren't even seeing them in truth. They are buying the very validation they want in order for them to feel higher than the rest. But it is fake because it is fleeting and it is not found within. So find it within yourself today to master your emotions, to use everything in your outside world to show you evidence of your very own mastery and using anything that gets in your way as fuel to push forward. When the going gets tough, keep going, keep going. The difference between people who are successful and who are not are the ones who give up due to the very fact that other people are not validating them, not seeing them, or perhaps are getting nothing in return. Stoicism gives everything in return to himself. A mission, a purpose, a voice, a service, humility, courage, wisdom, virtue of existence, and within existence is purpose in itself. So do not be confused. You may be told again and again that you have nothing to offer. Why are you listening to outside voices tell you who you are? A Stoic man listens to his internal guidance. and uses every pitfall to an advantage to build his strength to get out of anything that puts him down. And women are attracted to this. Silent confidence within a man is rare and is needed. Those are the men who can actually provide a level of not only security within his life, the life of a woman, but also life itself. We all have equal value. It's just a matter of, do you value you in your very own storyline of existence? What character are you putting up yourself to portray each and every day? And if you're not the main character, then you may be a background within your very own movie. What a shame that would be. I hope this video could inspire you guys today, give you some life, some love, some assurance, reassurance, to pave a new path for yourself. And you do not have to follow another person's. And remember, everything outside of yourself is there to build you up into the man you truly are. The man within that knows why he's here. Tap into that today. And if you guys like today's video, give it a like. Let me know in the comments down below. And if you guys are wanting any one-on-one coaching with me, let me know in the comments down below. We can have a great conversation or talk about whatever it is that's on your heart or your mind. Sometimes it is important to have a little support on planet Earth and to speak openly about who you are, what you are desiring, and giving yourself the fuel to move in that direction. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.